probably share with you what I shared with the team. Thought we dug ourselves some holes tonight. Obviously, starting off the game down 9. Loved the fight to come back. Had an opportunity to go from 8 to probably 12. Tried to get some guys in, rest some guys going into halftime, but 8 went to 5. Then we had a spell in the second half, 0 for 4, 4 turnovers, 10-0 run by them, go down 8. And what I told our guys, as we continue to grow, we can't go through that type of drought in the sense of not per se scoring the basketball, but more so stopping the other team. And what I thought really hurt tonight was probably our lack of understanding the ability of number 11 in his shooting. Though we emphasized how much his team liked to play inside the paint, get to the paint. 11 and number 1 was outliers in the sense of guys that can really shoot or are very aggressive to shoot. And tonight, that kid made shots. Prior games, exhibition game, he had not. So, but we shared that with our guys, and even to the point of adjusting after he made a couple. But the fight to get back in the game, to go up 8, I like that about us. But again, as we continue to grow, the one thing I told our guys is learning how to win basketball games. So.
You have maybe update on Baldo?
It was just a cramp. Yep.
Down the turnovers, I know we've seemingly been talking about that since last season, 15 more tonight. What is the fix to that?
Well, to be honest with you, I thought tonight, they were very active with their hands and getting their hands on the ball on driving scenarios. Where I told our guys, I thought one thing we probably tried to do too much. And what I mean by that, we probably passed on a few 1-mores and forced some things. But, at the same time, I give credit to them in a sense of their activity at the end of the day. But it hurt us tonight at the end of the day. And the only way you get better at it is going through it. So, yeah.
TJ Taylor was really good today in the first half. How important is it going to be for that guy to find some consistency and help lead this team and help with scoring, additional scoring?
Well, it's funny you say that because we, talked as a staff, or at least myself and Coach Wise, as we were getting ready for this game. And the one thing I said is TJ and actually Kenny Foster are going to have to help us in that department. And granted, this was only Kenny's second collegiate basketball game, but again, if you watch him out there, I thought he did a good job. But TJ, and I've said this to him, and I've said it to him in front of the team, because of his understanding of the game, he has to find ways, whether it's something called for him or within what we're doing, to get to the foul line or score baskets for us, to where we don't have to heavily lean on Maldonado or Jake making shots. And then obviously Thompson didn't make shots tonight as well. But having a more balanced attack rather than, again, Modo having a 32 night, more 18, 16, 15, 12s, 10s from different positions and personnel. I think that helps us long term. But like I said, I think these guys are still going through that process of figuring it out. And it's not going to happen overnight, What I do like about them is every day they come to work to get better. They're really good with each other on and off the floor. And so you build on that.
You guys kind of, seize momentum heading into halftime, and then coming out, I think you guys went on like a 6-minute field goal drought. I mean, just how disappointing is that, given it looked like things were kind of going on the up and up?
Well, again, I think that's all in the process of learning how to win. And, not to say that they went in halftime and thinking the game was over. I'm not saying that at all. But, when you go in at halftime, you go in and you hit all the points, from the first half. What you did good, what you didn't do so good. And, we did a good job defending. We did a good job rebounding. Where we lacked was the three-point line. And I want to say the last maybe 8 minutes of the first half, we had one turnover. So, again, I think all that plays a part. But, it is a 40-minute game. So coming out for the second 20, again, the drought where we went 0 for 4 and turned the ball over and allowed a 10-0 run, it hurts. And at the end of the day, again, this is not a high-powered offensive team. This is a team that's going to hang its hat on the defensive end of the floor and rebound, obviously. Outside of right now South Carolina, and I know it's only 1-1. I think we was up probably about 8 in the sense of rebounding, but going in and winning the rebound battle every night as well. So it's a process with that. And again, with this group and the more games, some of these newer guys get under their belts, the better we'll be.
Some of the scoring droughts that you guys have gone through the last couple of games, is it just a matter of turnovers, or is it something more than that?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a matter of turnovers. I think at the end of the day, sometimes you just miss. You just miss shots. Like, Thompson was 1 for 9 tonight. And I would say probably about 7 of them was good looks. And, we have to be able to make shots at the end of the day. And even with him, we tried to create a post presence going inside to him. Didn't feel like it was greatly effective, but that's where he has to continue to grow as a basketball player too. But I wouldn't say it would be all due to turnovers. Actually, I thought Maldo missed some bunnies tonight, but I thought he played hard in the sense of trying to get them. And there were some timely deals, like even when he had the wide open dunk that got blocked. I think TJ had one of those. I think Kenny had one of those. Like, it was one of those plays where, again, activity, if we were taking notes, I would say, even outside of them getting their hands on the ball, but deflections, I would say they did a really good job tonight, touching the basketball and bailing themselves out of what would probably have looked like an easy basket scenario or situation.
It's been a really slow start for Hunter Thompson. Did you go use Preston some early on?
I think he wants to do well, at the end of the day. And, he's a kid that is always going to ask questions. Coach, what do you see? What do I need to be doing? This, that, and the other. And I thought, tonight, where sometimes he gets, not carried away, but he'll settle sometimes for the 3-ball. What I liked about it, and I complimented him on him, because I said, again, sometimes you got to show your shot fake and put the ball on the floor, because he is mobile for a big guy. And the shot fake that he showed, drove right, dropped it off to TJ. He's got to be able to make more of those plays as well, rather than just being a guy that pick and pop and shoot threes. And then, has to be a presence for us in the paint for post touches, especially until Mormon gets back. But outside of him, obviously we'll put Maldo in there. I think Kenny, as he continues to grow as a player, he'll have some touches down there. But I wouldn't. I don't think he's pressing, to be honest with you. I think he's. I think he's trying to do right. At the end of the day.
We mentioned this homestand, and
Yep.
you guys got Oregon State coming up this
Yep.
weekend. Is this a disappointing start to this?
I wouldn't say. I mean, with this group, obviously, you want to win. At the end of the day. And I shared with him. I said, hey, it doesn't get easy. We got a Pac-12 team coming in here, and obviously you want to win, so you go into that game with some momentum. But at the end of the day, I don't want to say it starts over, but the game starts at 0-0. So until 0-0 ends the game, then we go in with the mindset of putting ourselves in position to win the game. At the end of the day, even if you look at the landscape of college basketball, I believe in any given night scenario or situation in a sense of playing basketball. The series, if you really look at the series, is 1-1. We won one, they won one. This is the third game. So does that mean we're going to win? No, it's going to be difficult, but at the same time, we welcome the challenge going forward. And again, they're playing great basketball too. Had a good win against Iowa State, and then lost a close one to Oklahoma. But they are coming into our building, and we got to play with the confidence of winning the basketball game.